Okay. Gerry's Leviathan deck list for Team Symphony.
Deck profile, take two.
Yeah, deck profile take two, because my phone decided to stop recording in the middle because I ran out of room. And I already know what I'm doing, pretty much 90%. I literally got to like 4 cards left in the deck, and it stopped. So that was pretty good.
It was hilarious.
Too bad there's no such thing as a blooper reel with me. It's all live or fuck your couch. So, heck yes.
Just my dog. Yeah. Don't worry about her.
Don't pay attention to the dog. She gets in the way. Okay, so starting with the deck. Triple Sprout, Mana Ramp, Shield Blast, Low Drop. Stop buzzing! Okay. Aqua Strider, 2-drop.
Get Wrecked Rush deck.
Yeah, and Get Wrecked Rush deck card. 1 Dark return shit, you know. Mana Ramp, 2 Razor Hide. You only need 2. If you only need 1 to get shit done. That's how I say it. 2 Mesmerize, 3 gets Cloggy, gets rid of things early game. If you don't have Razor Hide or an Aqua Strider, or most likely you'll just play this. And it's black mana. Triple Aqua Sentinel, draw engine, turn good early game, gives you a free card when you attack, and if you don't hit a shield, it's okay, you get a card. 1 Energize helps get over creatures, like if you're going against the same other creature, you just want to, instead of crashing, you energize and you crash into each other.
Plus Sprout effect.
It's a plus Sprout effect, so it's good, especially a Shield Blast, and your blockers want to get bigger. Triple Freaks Test Subject, it's unblockable. Slayer gets rid of like everything, and it goes for game quite often, I see, in my opinion, if I play it anymore. Logo Scans, turn 3, draw engine. He took Spy Missions out for this. It's his opinion. It's Gerry's. He's cameraman.
I prefer to have the 3-drop hardcast rather than the Hope to God Shield Blast.
Right. He plays 1 Bone Blades. That's all you need. Keeper Laws, good against the mirror match, good against control decks. It's good if your opponent has, like, let's play all big creatures in the deck and a bunch of spells just to get to the big creatures. It's literally, I'm going to sit on this card while you're playing, you're trying to get your big shit, and I'll just keep drawing for advantage. And it's good control with the King Neptus on the board, which I'll get to in like 2 cards. Literally. Piercing Judgment, you only need 2. 3's Cloggy, it's multi-civ, that's why.
It's never helped me at 3.
Yeah, it never helps anybody at 3. I don't even like 3 sometimes in my Skyforce Champions. And speaking of King Neptus, the card that also can't be touched by himself, 5,000 for 5. It's a Leviathan. This is a Leviathan deck. You kind of have to play this card. Sitting on 2, Grip of Despair.
3 is Cloggy.
3's
2 even gets Cloggy, but eh.
Yeah. But I prefer 2 at the most. 2 is literally your max. 1 is your minimum. And if you don't have any, you don't have any. But how can you not have this card anymore? We're going with more Leviathans. 3 Wave Lancer, 5,500 blocker. It doesn't die, and you literally have
this. Pisses people the hell off.
Yeah, if a rush deck sees this card, they can't win. It's pretty much they have to be playing green to get rid of it, unless they're playing discard and they get rid of it on
Tornado
turn 3.
Flame, Barrage.
No, that gets rid of it. It's a temporary get rid of. Stormstruck Blast. That's literally in game over card, and or it's I'm gonna save my ass with my first shield while you're swinging for game. Like Dragons. Dragons hit that card, they gotta wait for next turn, but it's whatever. And our tech card of the day for everyone in this team, Slumber Titan, for the mirror match or discard engine deck, or anything that controls the hand or controls the field by bouncing and discarding, like Grip of Despair. If you run into a shield, Grip of Despair, and you have this in your hand, you discard it, you can automatically special summon it. By your
6 for 6, Double Breaker. When your opponent's card discards it, you can summon it.
It's literally, it's anti-everything in this meta right now. And all the new shit, it really will help. And like what I do, if you play green, play 2. If you don't play green, play 1 if you feel like you're going to need it because you're going to play a bunch of mirror matches. Most likely, you see that happen. We got 2 Queen Orion's Leviathan. It's unblockable.
7 for 6, Double Breaker.
Pretty damn good. Don't need more than 2. 3 King Coral. This is where the last thing stopped, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's missing 1 King Coral. We're going to get the other. To play his deck as is, he needs one more coral. That's his only temp in this deck left over. We'll find it eventually. It's not that hard, especially with me.
7 for 5 when it enters the battle or any other Leviathan while it's on board. You bounce all creatures level 4 or lower from the battle zone to their owner's hands. It's great if you get to turn 7 against Rush. It just annoys the crap out of them.
It's literally, if you're playing against a Rush deck and you have Aqua Strider, one Wave Lancer, and you sit on this, you just summon this card, and it's literally, you win from there. You control the point that it's literally, summon that card, game over Rush, or game over aggro, or game over tempo decks. Because tempo decks don't go past turn 5 on a normal basis, unless you're playing like Paul, who thinks General Finbar is the shit too much.
And it really is a good card.
It is a good card, but it's not that needed half the time in the shit he plays it in. Continue with the deck. He only has 2 Terra Pits, goes up to 3 when he gets another one. Basic Shield Blast for Darkness. You reduced it to 1 King Nautilus. Your explanation?
It's only a 7 for 5 single breaker, and when it attacks, you draw 2. So it's
a one-time thing.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, with the logo skins and the triple Seneschal, I really don't need the double Nautilus anymore. I was playing 2 before I had all of that stuff in there, but now that I do, it's eh.
It's not needed. You have 1 King Poseidon.
It's 8 for 11 double breaker. Whenever one of my creatures loses a battle, I bounce the winning creature. It's big. It's my only current answer to big stuff like dragons or anything like that.
Next to this card. I'm about to show you in 2 cards here. Skull Shatter or Skull Shatter?
Yeah. Combine Skull Shatter and King Poseidon, and it's just
hilarious. That's what I say. It's hilarious. It's quite hilarious. Last card of the deck, he plays Glorious Fortress, and you can explain that one.
8 for 8 double breaker. Whenever this creature or one of my other creatures would be banished, or is banished, sorry, my opponent also has to banish a creature.
It's control.deck. It literally is. Gregorious Fortress. I think Gregorious Fortress can take place is the third Squillis of a Leviathan deck. It can be, because if you're getting your shit blown up fast in the late game, Gregorious Fortress can save your ass and do the same right back to your opponent.
It's a good card.
And the reason I also think, if you're playing against a mirror match, the reason I threw the Slumber Titan in Gerry's deck is because if the mirror match, somebody Squillises him, and he has a Slumber Titan, he gets a free creature, and his opponent just minuses whatever hand he just had to. So it's a ++. In a mirror match.
So now changes I'm planning to do to this deck, because as has been stated, it's incomplete. Sanchez, you want to take this from me?
Yeah. The 4 cards he's missing right now that we do not have is 2 Squillis and 2 Tritonus is all he really wants to play. At the moment, he has Sunspout Quartz, which he's going to use in the deck just to give boost to like most of the main deck cards. And it'll quite literally be 2 Sunspout Quartz, 2 Gregorious Fortress, not 2 Gregorious Fortress, what am I saying? 2 Tritonus and 2 Squillis, because those are the main deck cards you need, and we don't have them just yet. He's pulling out what he's taking out for those cards right now. I'm guessing these 2 8-drops will become Tritonus, these 2 7-drops will become Squillis, and the last 2 here will become the Sunspot.
Once I find them.
Yeah, we have them
somewhere. It's these 2, the Tritonus and the Squillis, that are going to be the problem. Big, expensive cards that nobody wants to part with.
Unlike me, where I just throw Tritonus around like candy. But we're completing decks, getting staples first. Because I have all my staples, and I'm helping my friends get staples first, then getting the expensive cards next. But that's how I do it, though. Get staples first. You always need them before anything else. Right now, the deck actually does do quite a lot to a lot of my decks. It keeps up. It does put control of the board. it has a win condition, and it usually happens quite often. And I do get around it on a very rare occasion, but I beat him before then.
I can go toe-to-toe with his Blurple deck, which I'm sure you'll see later.
Like, right after this.
So I keep up with his Blurple deck a lot. You know, a match between these two decks can go either way.
Against my Rush deck, if I go past turn 5, I lose. That's how it comes. That's what it comes down to. I get to turn 5, he's going to beat me. If I get
to turn, it really is. If I get to turn 7 before he gets turn 5, then I win because I just start bouncing his stuff.
I don't play anything higher than 4, which kind of just wrecks me. And as soon as he drops certain, I can get over with Mono Black Rush that I built myself and still trying to push the deck into the meta again. I can literally kill all of his creatures except for Wave Lancer.
Currently.
Because it's black. It's
once
banish.
I get the Squillis and the Tritonus, then that's only going to go in my favor. So
you never know. Between us, it can go either way. We play each other too many times. But, well, that's Gerry's incomplete, but technically almost complete to play in tournament Leviathan deck. He's usually going to be playing dragons until then.
Yep.
Until we get the expensive cards. And the next deck profile and or games I will put up that we have Leviathan. Did we record Leviathans yet? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
We have Mono Green versus Blurple. I think I recorded a game between that and the mirror match between 2 Blurple decks from our other friends. I think everybody will like the Mono Green deck. I'll have a deck list posted tomorrow night for the Mono Green. The rest will be posted whenever the fuck this decides to go onto the internet by itself from my phone.
Also expect maybe a dragon profile sometime later this week once I get my stuff back.
Yeah, we literally completed a fast dragon deck minus Andromeda. That's all we don't like.
With Andromeda.
We don't even care that card's good.
I like Infernus better.
We don't care that. I'm gonna tell this. If anybody watches this and thinks Andromeda is the shit, we play around it so many times. We don't care that card is technically the best card.
Even if I had it, I wouldn't play it in my dragons.
I wouldn't even keep the card.
I mean, I would keep it just to make it look nice because, you know, one of my collection's things is the big dragons.
Yeah.
But other than that, I wouldn't play it.
We'd have one just to have one.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's how it goes.
I wouldn't play it.
All right, so now we're going to go and we're going to have a few more deck lists to post up after this. And this is it.
Yeah.
See you for the next video.